What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. I have a video for you today, and I need to restart my computer. Oh shit. Uh, that's weird. Okay. Boom. Now we have Professor Dave explains. Now I watched this little bit. Okay, I watched it, and I just want to read you a comment I left him. Because I experienced him, and because I know him, and because I've seen how he is and how he acts. Well, I'll play. No, no, I'll read. Okay. No, okay, watch.
Do you think that some
So just know we start in the middle of something. We've seen this before, where they start a video in the middle of a discussion, and probably it's to hide or to make it look like something specific. You got you got to be careful because people pretend stuff, and they make stuff up that isn't true, and they pretend and they fake and blah blah blah. But anyways, so watch.
kind of idea of science forming a barrier between these two realms of the human? Does that resonate at all, or do you see any talk of that?
I don't really see the barrier. I mean, I understand what you're saying about religion. As an artist, I would replace religion with art.
So that was number one. Okay. To me, art and religion are of the same, basically. Like the appreciation of it can be. Like to me, religion is an art, basically. Worshipping is an art, basically. You know what I mean? To me, it's an art. To someone else, it may be sacred or it may be, whatever they want it to be. It's their cup of tea. But to me, right, being the most smartest man in the world, I see religion as art. I choose to listen and obey in an artful kind of way. Like I'm obedient as far as if there is a God, I will answer to him. I'm not going to answer to someone who speaks for him. I will answer to him. You know what I mean? But and again through an art because there's church, there's classes, statues, and blah blah blah, paintings and whatever. Like that's what I mean. And so for him to claim he's smart and to divide, because everyone who's smart like me would have came to this conclusion. This is why they say great minds think alike. Because once upon a time, that's why we had this thing called common sense. Once upon a time, but nowadays, like I remember I was in a room and I was like, if common sense is so common, why do so little people have it? And a few people busted up laughing because like it's true, it's true. Like no one has that anymore. No one. Something happened. Something changed. And right now, we used to create the most like amazing people in the world, but now we create garbage. Now we create bullshit. Now we create blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what he is to me. Like me from the outside looking in, he seems like a fake because of that statement. Anyone that has any smarts at all would have came to the same conclusion that I just stated to you. That art and blah 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 is the same thing as religion. And so for him to divide the two among that line, that just shows you he's looking for a reason to what's it called, break it off, to divorce it basically. And like I said, if you look for it, you're gonna find something. If you're looking for a reason to critique, you're gonna find a reason to critique. That's what teachers do, right? And there's no offense to him as far as it is being a teacher and promoting and learning and educating, but trying to proclaim that you are someone that has insight to go beyond and step beyond and be the father, if you will. That's where I tell you to shut the fuck up because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I know. The reason why I know is because I'm smarter than you. Okay, little boy? Pay attention. Focus. Shut up. Stop telling people which way to go. They will decide which way to go. You just tell them there's a pit if you go left, right, left. You know what I mean? That's it. If they want to go left, let them go left. But left, right, left, that's where the pit is. That's where you tell them don't go. That's what it's about. So, anyways, I will go back a little bit.
About religion, as an artist, I would replace religion with art. I would say that art does that for me. That's where I get my.
So, real quick, now that that thought is done, he accepts it, but in the form of art. So you accept religion. Okay, good.
My transcendence, but I think that the best scientists are also doing that.
A lot of the best scientists also accept religion like I do. Do you understand? A lot of them agree with me. Not you, me. I agree with them. Okay? We agree because we came to that same conclusion. That's what it is. It, 2 plus 2 is 4, no matter how you break it down. That's why great minds think alike. You came to a different conclusion because you're an idiot and you went left, right, left when you shouldn't have. You know what I mean?
I think that the best examples of science have an element of transcendence to them. So
Can you give some examples of that? Sorry, just science that really expresses a certain transcendence in the way that it's done.
I think Einstein. I mean, you mentioned that this top tier you're talking about self-expression, right? I mean, the best scientists that truly forge new ground. And that is self-expression. There's no way it's not, right?
That's not self-expression.
Individual person did that thing, and they did so because of some individual gift that they had. I mean, when you
You can do things for other people.
revolutionize our conception of how the universe works.
Just because you're egotistical and you're trying to make it fit into your category, that doesn't make it that. That's just you trying to make it the same as you. You're attempting to move goalposts to make it fit your criteria. Instead of it just logically falling into it, you're moving it and then jumping in.
Works. That's not only self-expression, but there's something transcendent about it. It's going to change the way that
Not
we
really.
think, just the way a good piece of art can change the way people think. So I
like religion.
think it's easier to do it with art than science, but I think the best
That's why religion exists.
science does it too.
It does get
No, it doesn't.
that to that level, right?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Okay, so no, science does not have transcendence and awakening, blah blah blah. That's why you're still asleep. That's why you're stupid, and that's why machines need humans, right? We don't need machines. Machines need us. But you're an idiot, and you think we need machines. But we created machines to serve us, right? We created machines to do a task for us. That's it. And if we were smart, we would stop at some point. But it's just like Trump and his crew. If they stopped and just accepted it, but they're probably all worried about dying and shit because they're all old as fuck. They probably did this for years upon years. They probably took advantage of little girls and blah blah for years upon years. But then they were about to die, and then they were like, let's try to take more, and probably for the kids, for the family, and for blah blah blah, and for who knows and God knows what, blah blah blah, right? Sorry, I'm just looking just drooling all over the place. But to finish my comment, because I know him, your bias, your racism, and apparently your hate precludes you from enlightenment. That's what I said. And so his bias and his racism and his hatred, all of that tied in, it prevents him from seeing the truth, the enlightenment, basically. So, if anything, if that guy that's asking you questions asked me, I would help him become enlightened. But because he's asking you, we're stuck in this bullshit where Trump is still going to reign supreme, right? And all the bullshit and the trickery and the liars and pretenders and fakers, they will reign. Because you're believing in bullshit and you're believing in your bias, you're believing in your racism, and you're believing in your hatred. You're not letting things go the way they should be because you want to be in charge. You want it to be the cap. You want to be on top. Me personally, I don't want to be on top. I'm trying to be the top, right? And just because I am on top, that doesn't mean I suddenly like ha ha ha, not exploit my authority. Like, no, that's not how it works. You just keep trying to be the best. And there are people that are better at one thing, but they suck at everything else. And I'll go to them and learn a little bit more about something, but then I'll cut it off as soon as I see the end. Okay. And then I stop learning about it, and I'll go try to dive into something else. So this is my problem with League of Legends is because I play champion, I learn it, I master it, I move on, and I keep going and just I keep doing it until there's nothing left. You know what I mean? But never, ever have I ever done that to someone or something like you, for example. You exploit people constantly. I would never do that. Do you understand? I would never do that. My life growing up, I'm alpha as fuck. Listen to me. I'm talking to you, right? I had that same energy as a little boy, okay? The bitches would come flogging for me, and not once did I fuck any of them or give them the belief ever stood a chance to be with me because of that very reason. I was so good, you don't deserve me. And you don't deserve. I'm not gonna use you. I'm not going to fuck you and then leave you. If we have sex, it's because it means something, or else we're not gonna have sex. You understand? You're the kind of guy that would have sex. You would take advantage. You would do this. You would do that. That's not what it's about. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done. Be well, be happy, be safe. That's what I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. You're full of shit. What are you doing, Professor Dave? You're full of shit. I don't think you're a real professor. Again, I watched that video. Like, are you a real professor? And for some reason, it takes you 10 minutes to answer, and that to me is a no. That's just a no. Just like Epstein and Trump. Like, obviously he did something. Obviously there's something there. If there wasn't, it would have been out. But because you're hiding it so hard, that there's something there. You're hiding it, and you're trying to say, "Oh, we've shown. You haven't shown us shit. You're lying. You're pretending. You're faking it, and you're trying to cover it up, basically." And then, oh yeah, here it is. No, that's part of it. That's chapter 2. Where's chapter 1? Oh, right here. No, that's chapter 8. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's cover story. It's bullshit, and I don't fall for it. I'm going for the throat. Anyways, be well, be happy, be safe, be strong, be loved, be amazing, be a family man. Mine was Street Fighter. Was it Ryu or I think it was Ryu? Go home and be a family man. That's what it was. Go home and be a family man. That was an insult back in the day. Being a family man was an insult because when you're a competitor, you don't settle. That's why men don't settle anymore because no one wants that shit. They gotta stop. That's the end of your journey. When you have kids, that's you passing the torch. Some parents can't let go, and then I feel bad for that kid. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. Be well, be happy, be safe, be loved. God bless, Godspeed. Be happy and be cherished and spread the love, spread the joy. Don't pull the ladder up behind you. If you get saved, save other people too. Anyways, I'm out. Don't let the door hit you, or the Lord split you in peace.